Yes, hi everyone. Welcome back to Power Systems 2 online classes. It is Power Transmission System Design. Okay, today let us we discuss the calculation of capacitance for a transmission line. Calculation of capacitance for a transmission line. And before going to that, let us we see what do you mean by capacitor. Yes, what is capacitor? I hope all of you know about capacitor. That is, when the two conducting mediums are separated with dielectric medium, that will forms the capacitor. Yes, what is capacitor? When the two conducting mediums are separated by the dielectric medium, that will forms the capacitor. Then where we have this concept in transmission line, where we have this concept in transmission line. Yes, in transmission line between line and earth, so we have the effect of capacitance. Between line and earth, we have the effect of capacitance. So capacitance, that is the capacitor. Then how you define capacitance? Capacitance is the capacity of capacitor. Capacitance is capacity of capacitor to store energy in electric field. To store energy in electric field. Suppose for example, let me take the two conducting mediums like this. This is one conducting mediums. This is one conducting medium. This is another conducting medium. And in between these two, I have the dielectric medium. Let it be epsilon r. Epsilon r is permittivity, relative permittivity. Relative permittivity in the sense it is an ability of the medium. It is an ability of the medium to allow the electric flux. To allow electric flux. Suppose for example, I have two conducting mediums. Between these two conducting mediums, one dielectric medium is there. Now this capacitor is excited with some voltage V like this. Capacitor is excited with some voltage V like this. Then what happened? The conducting medium which is connected to the positive supply will charge positively. And the conducting medium which is connected to the negative supply will charge negatively. Therefore, we can observe the positive charge is there and the negative charge is there. And we know that between the positive charge and negative charge, we have the force of attraction. Then how the force of attraction? The attraction force will be in terms of lines of force. In terms of lines of force. And how these lines of force will be delivered? These lines of force will be transmitted from positive charge to the negative charge. That means these lines of force will be travel from positive charge to negative charge like this. These lines of force are called electric flux. These lines of force are called electric flux, and the region surrounded by the electric flux is called electric field. The region surrounded by electric flux is called electric field. So this is about how the capacitor will establish electric flux. Okay, now what happened in the sense? So here we can define the Ohm's law for the capacitor. What is Ohm's law in the sense? At constant temperature, at constant temperature, the charge deposited on conducting medium is directly proportional to the applied voltage. At constant temperature, the charge deposited on conducting medium sorry sorry charge deposited on conducting medium is directly proportional to applied voltage. So that is, we can write Q is proportional to V. Q is proportional to V, where Q is equal to CV. Q is equal to CV. Now what is that V? V is the electric potential. V is electric potential. What is electric potential? Electric potential is the capacity of charged body to do some work in electric field is called electric potential or the work done by unit positive charge is called electric potential, or energy required to move the charge from infinite distance to electric field is also called electric potential, like this. So therefore, what is the expression for the capacitor? That is Q is equal to CV, or C is equal to Q by V. C is equal to Q by V. So now here, in order to find out capacitance, so here we require the two parameters, that is electric charge as well as electric potential. Now we can find electric potential in terms of electric charge. Electric potential in terms of electric charge. So as if we get electric potential in terms of electric charge, then what we can say, it is better to find electric potential only, because the charge get cancelled. So at last final we will get the expression for capacitor. Then how you find out electric potential? Now we know that in our electromagnetic field, so we studied about electric potential as electric field intensity is negative potential gradient, that is E is equal to minus del V. This is one equation between electric field intensity and electric potential, where E is electric field intensity and V is electric potential. And next one is V is equal to minus integral initial to final E bar dot dl bar. E bar dot dl bar. So that is, so this is the expression for electric potential, the relation between electric potential and electric field intensity. So which is given by E is equal to V is equal to minus integral initial to final E bar dot dl bar. E bar dot dl bar. So where E bar is electric field intensity. Electric field intensity. So now we know that electric field intensity due to the point charge is, yes, what is electric field intensity due to the point charge? So E is equal to Q by Q by 2 pi x into dx. So what is this equal? 2 pi x into, sorry, E is equal to Q by 2 pi x into epsilon naught. So this is electric field intensity E at a distance x from the center of the conductor in air. From the center of the conductor in air. So that is given by E is equal to Q by 2 pi x into epsilon. So generally, what is the expression? E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon into R. 4 pi epsilon into R. So but here we are finding, this is the yes, what is this one? This conductor, in the sense the conductor is, yes, what is conductor? Conductor is like this. Conductor is like, so hence it is not the point charge. You need to consider this as the line charge. For line charge, electric field intensity is inversely proportional to the distance. For point charge, electric field intensity is inversely proportional to square of the distance. For surface charge, it is independent of the distance. It is independent of the distance. So as it is yes, as it is the line charge, so you need to take electric field intensity as E is equal to Q by 2 pi x epsilon naught, where epsilon naught is the absolute permittivity. So that is permittivity of air, which is given by 8.854 into 10 power minus 12 farad per meter. Epsilon naught is 8.854 into 10 power minus 12 farad per meter. So here you can observe that if when x is equal to 0, then electric field intensity is infinity. That is, at center of the conductor, at center of the line, the electric field intensity value is maximum. And when x is equal to infinity, then electric field intensity is 0. Electric field intensity is 0. So that is, you can write like this. Suppose this is a transmission line, cross section. Let it be, this is R, and here this is, let it be, point P, and the distance between these two is x. Distance between these two is x. If x is equal to 0, then the electric field intensity is maximum. When x is equal to infinity, then electric field intensity is 0. Electric field intensity is 0. The potential difference between conductor A and infinity distance is given by this. What is that in the sense? VA is equal to integral R to infinity Q by 2 pi epsilon x into dx. Or you can also write VA is equal to, you can common epsilon naught Q by 2 pi epsilon naught integral R to infinity dx by x. Yes, what is this equation? This equation represents the potential difference between conductor A and infinity distance, that is neutral plane. Neutral, let us assume neutral is there at infinite distance, so which is given like this. Yes. Next, suppose the potential at a conductor in group of charged conductors. Potential at a conductor in group of charged conductors. So for example, I have a group conductor, that is straight in long straight conductors, that is A, B, C, let it be D, E, F. So like that I have long straight conductors A to F. Okay. Now the operating potential at charges A and B and C. So let it be QA, QB, QC. The charges at A, B, C is QA, QB, QC, and the charge at D is QD. Charge at E is QE. Charge at EF is QF, like this. QF, like this. So then let us we find the potential at A in this arrangement. So that is what we are doing. So we want to find the potential at A. Potential at A in the sense VA. VA. Yes. So here yes, here you need to take the effect of the self charge and mutual charge. So self charge is A charge, that is QA. Mutual charges are B charge, C charge, D charge, E charge, F charge. Yes, what are the mutual charges? QB, QC, QD, QE, QF. So therefore first self charge, if we take the self charge QAS, so which is given by QA by 2 pi epsilon naught integral. Yes, what is the distance in the sense? You need to take R to infinity. that is the radius of the A conductor, r to infinity dx by x. Dx by x. This is electric potential at point A. Yes, due to its own charge. Next, due to the mutual charge, that is Q A M, that is mutual B charge. This will be QB by 2 pi epsilon naught into, so let us we assume the distance between A and B is d1, small d1, so hence it is d1 to infinity dx by x, d1 to infinity dx by x. Next, similarly, what is QAMC? QAMC is given by QC by 2 pi epsilon naught integral let us we assume the distance between A to C is d2, small d2 to infinity dx by x. Sorry. So then, what is total potential? What is overall potential difference between conductor A and infinite neutral plane? So which is given by QA is equal to, first you need to take the electric potential due to the self charge, that is Q. So let me do one thing, that is VA is equal to, let me take the common of 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught, 2 pi epsilon naught. So then what are the things I have? Integral r to infinity QA into dx, QA by x into dx plus integral d1 to infinity QB by x into dx plus integral d2 to infinity QC by x into dx plus so on plus so on. So now we do the integration. What is integral 1 by x dx? Ln x. So here VA is equal to 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught. So first if I take QA, then it will be ln infinity minus ln r plus plus QB into ln infinity minus ln d1 plus QC into ln infinity minus ln d2 plus so on plus so on. So hence how I can simplify again this one. So first let me separate the infinity terms common and the remaining terms common. So then it will be VA is equal to 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught QA into ln 1 by R plus QB into ln 1 by D1 plus QC into ln 1 by D2 plus so on, plus if I take ln infinity as common, ln infinity, because why I have written 1 by R, so for all this the coefficient is minus, so hence I have written 1 by R, minus ln R is equal to ln 1 by R. Take ln infinity as common, it will be QA plus QB plus QC, QA plus QB plus QC. Yes, if we assume the condition, that is the balanced condition, the net amount of charge is equal to 0. That is QA plus QB plus QC is equal to 0. Yes, when QA plus QB plus QC is equal to 0, then what is an expression? So wait 1 second. VA is equal to 1 by VA is equal to 1 by 2 pi epsilon naught into 2 pi epsilon naught into yes, what is the equation? 2 pi epsilon naught into QA ln 1 by R plus QB ln 1 by D1 plus QC ln 1 by D2 plus 1 by D2. Yes, this is an expression, plus so on. Okay. This is potential. So now let us find the capacitance of a single phase 2 wire line. Capacitance of single phase 2 wire line. Capacitance of 2 wire line. So first let me take the 2 wires as wire A and this is wire B, and let us take the distance between these two from its centers is small d, and let us assume the radius of each conductor is small r. Radius of each conductor is small r. If the charge present on conductor A is Q, then charge present on conductor B is minus Q. Let us take like this. Then what is the total potential difference between conductor A and neutral? That is infinite plane, which is given by, so now I find out the potential at A. VA is equal to VA is equal to, yes, you need to take integral R to infinity due to the A charge, R to infinity Q by 2 pi epsilon naught x into dx. This is self. Then if we take the mutual, it will be plus integral d to infinity minus q, because the charge on B is minus q by 2 pi epsilon naught into x dx. dx. And if you simplify this, that is VA is equal to if I take q by 2 pi epsilon naught as common, then it will be ln x, the limits are r to infinity plus, sorry, it is not plus, it is minus ln x d1 to infinity. Yeah, these are the two equations we got. Yes, what are those? Single equation we got for VA. Now if we still simplify this, then what is the equation? VA is equal to q by 2 pi epsilon naught, yes, ln infinity minus ln r minus ln infinity plus ln d1. So here ln infinity get cancelled. Yes. Then what is equation for VA? VA is equal to q by 2 pi epsilon naught into ln d by r. Similarly, if we calculate the potential at B, it will be VB is equal to minus q by 2 pi epsilon naught into ln d by r. That means VA plus VB is 0. VA plus VB is 0. But what is VAB? VAB is VA minus VB. VAB is VA minus VB. So hence VA minus VB in the sense yeah. So VAB is equal to VA minus VB. VA minus VB. That is 2q by 2 pi epsilon naught into ln d by r. Therefore VAB is q by pi epsilon naught into ln d by r. Ln d by r. Ln d by r. So hence you got the expression for VAB as VAB is equal to, this is finalized expression for the potential between A and B line, which is given by q by pi epsilon naught to ln d by r. Ln d by r. Now what is capacitance? CAB is equal to q by VAB. CAB is equal to q by VAB. q by VAB. So hence if you do this one, you may get pi epsilon naught divided by ln d by r. Pi epsilon naught divided by ln d by r. So the units are farad per meter. Units are farad per meter. Yes, this equation gives the capacitance between the conductors of the two-wire line. Conductance of two-wire. Often it is desired to know the capacitance between one of the conductors and neutral point between them. One of the conductors and neutral point between them. As suppose for example, so the previous expression is, if suppose I have the two conductors A, B. The capacitance which is exist between those two is, so whatever we discussed that equation. And if suppose the two conductors are like this, A, here it is B, and I have the neutral point N. Between these two, this is one capacitance, and here it is another capacitance. That is capacitance to neutral. Capacitance to neutral. Yes, now we know that since the potential of the midpoint between the conductor is 0, the potential difference between each conductor and ground or neutral is half of the potential difference between the conductor. So hence how you can write this one? How you can write? That is VAN is equal to VA by 2, because VA in the sense the potential between these two, and the potential between these two is VA, VAB. Now VAN is the potential difference between these two, that is exactly half of this one. Okay, so we used to take the neutral point such that the potential at neutral point is 0. The potential at neutral point is 0. So hence what is capacitance at neutral? As the potential is half, therefore the capacitance is double. Capacitance is double. So hence Cn is equal to 2 into CAB. 2 into CA. So which is given by 2 pi epsilon naught by ln d by r. Ln dy. So this is neutral capacitance. This is neutral capacitance. So let me stop here. So in the next class we will see the three-phase, the capacitance of the three-phase wire, three-phase overhead line. Hey.